with my co-host Jarvis Elamine. Oh, and I got some different titles: politician, health and life agent, the
Yes,
Medicare lady. I got a
yes.
lot of things going on, but this weekend is what I think Jarvis calls it a hell of a weekend.
You know, that's what Jimmy Bell used to say. It's a hell of a. And I tell you something, we got a lot going on this weekend, Angela. Let's get right to it. Let's start off with the Black Male Forum. That is going to be
Yes.
huge. The SEIU, the unions coming out with opportunities for big, high-paying jobs with the apprenticeships. That is huge for black men.
And I tell you what, I tell you who can pay the rent. People who have high-paying jobs.
Of course. And who can have a pension, have a retirement. You know, so this is for black males. We're calling out. It's going to be at the Yet Center. That's on 34th and Lake. Guest speaker is going to be State Representative Diane Hart. Shout out to Izzy with SEIU. They pulled this together. And shout out to you, Angela, because you brought it to our attention of the Tampa Bay politics and the Tampa Bay area community. Because when I first heard it, I heard it from you, and I thought this was huge. But the bigger part of this, they matching economic empowerment with
Get out
politics.
the vote.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
you know, our black men have been crying out for help.
yes.
And you know what? They're our men.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to reclaim them. We have to help them because they're our brothers, they're our sons, they're our
uncles.
husbands, they're our uncles, they're our people. So we need to help our people.
Well, you know, Angela, you did right on that. And I had some people last night was saying that, you know, maybe Angela, growing up in the Caribbean don't understand the black American issues. You know what I said? I said, Angela, black as they get.
Hey, where were you last night?
I know.
Where were you last night?
Oh, she calling you out on the air, DJ CEO.
Getting the paper out
Oh, okay.
with your ad in
This
it.
is that's right.
Ooh, look at that.
That
What do we call that in the hood? A snappy comeback. Thank you, DJ CEO.
Okay, his real name is Daryl Johnson.
That's right.
He's married to the lovely Tammy
Tampa
Johnson.
Bay Tammy.
Tampa Bay
There you
Tammy.
go. Get it right.
Tammy Johnson, also known as Tampa Bay Tammy.
Yes.
And they own In Touch News. And they also are the owner of where we are sitting right now.
Right. Into radio, where reality radio, where everybody can be a star. So we want to make sure that we get these people out. So any black male, if you want to call in and tell us you're coming, call in at 813-444-9588. That's our call-in number if you want to get in on the conversation because we got a lot going on. We have Candy Lowe from the Black Business Bus Tour, the founder and visionary for that this weekend. That's going on the 24th, and that's going to be staging at Rebirth Park, and she'll give you the details on that when she come.
Okay.
Also, you know what that's going on?
What?
Eddie Adams Jr. going to be laid to rest
Yes.
at Aiken's funeral home.
Shocking.
Sudden
Sudden death.
death. Planted his garden in Temple Terrace. Good guy, you know. He on the other side of the aisle, but he loved black people. He did love black. He give great parties and really been out here in the community a long time. He really was very impactful. He had the idea of bringing union jobs. This idea we
He
doing?
did?
Yes, he had this idea.
I did
He
not
had
know
this idea
that.
5 years ago of bringing unions together. He also had an idea of starting a credit union. Him and David had talked about doing a credit union.
David Stratz?
The stretch, yes. They had talked
Wow.
about that. A lot of people didn't know that. And Eddie was the impetus behind that. So we buried him Saturday. Also, Robin Lockett's mother, Miss Sandra Lockett, she's going to be put to rest on Saturday, too.
Where's that funeral going to be?
That's going to be at Temple Terrace, I believe. No, Bible Basin.
Bible Basin Temple Terrace.
Bible Basin, Temple Terrace, I believe.
Okay.
But anyway,
And I know that Akins is handling Eddie.
Angus handling Eddie, and I don't know who handles Robin's mother. Robin Lockett is the Central Florida representative for Florida Rising. They've been doing a lot of great work in the areas of rent control, affordable housing, and they've been doing a lot of activism. Then down to city council, been really bringing people together. So we want to give props. See, in our community, Angela, how I see it is not competition, collaboration. Collaboration, not competition. So we have to be collaborating. All these major organizations working together. We had NAACP and Urban League doing voter registration to our youth at the Heritage game, at Blake and Middleton game last Friday night.
Wonderful.
That was big. So anytime we can get people to register to vote and we can get them out to vote in this election, then we're going to be talking about this Democratic slate a little later on in the
Hey,
show.
we got something else going on this weekend.
Okay?
Candy Lowe's Black Business Bus Tour.
Yes. I just got to talking about it. Yes, and she's gonna be coming on the air at 11:10. And also, Angela, that's just beautiful because it's gonna have an economic impact. 2 buses going out. Black people getting off the bus, black and brown, and diverse people getting off the bus, going to a select number, probably about 7 black businesses, and infusing them with capital.
With
bringing
cash money.
55 people crossing the threshold, going in your business at one time, spending dollars. That's an economic impact. And so last time we did this back in April, we circulated about $40,000 that day. And we kept a record of it. The black businesses sent us the numbers that they made money. So we want to be very impactful when it comes to that.
And you know what? Black people need money.
That's right. They need money. They need capital. Also, my mama taught me, Jimmy Bell taught me, says a poor frog don't play his own pond, DJ. So we got something going big, B2B Blender. I will be there. I'm the business sponsor for The Well. The Well is at 114 Parker Street. Last networking event was hosted by Shara Kusa, who is a Conrad on this radio station. And DJ CEO was there. It was in Lakeland, so I'm going to be the host this week. I'm going to be the business sponsor, doing a book signing at The Well. It's 114 Parker Street in Lakeland from 6 to 8 at The Well. We have some vending opportunities available, 727-486-5913. Vending opportunities, 727-486-5913. But it's going to be an opportunity.
And I heard they're doing some great things in Lakeland, Florida. Black folks.
Black people are doing it big in Lakeland. The Well is doing it big.
We need to take some lessons.
We take some. The CRA is doing it big there. The building that The Well is in was a CRA project. It's a wonderful thing. Shout out to Dr. Sally Brisbane Stone and Mario Stone, the owners of The Well. So I'll be there as the business sponsor. It's every last Wednesday of the month. So I want the Medicare lady to call and you sponsor the next month. I'm gonna show you how to do it because you got to feed your family as well until you become a kind of commissioner. You'll still be feeding your family.
And you know what? That is October is a great month to talk about Medicare.
Exactly.
Because that is when open enrollment is for Advantage plans.
And that would be a great month for you to be the business sponsor. So the last Wednesday of October, you should be at The Well.
I see.
And so we'll pull that together. But we wanted to have some more information about that, Angela, because you're the Medicare lady and you approve, you're expert when it comes to that. Want to know the difference between Medicare, Medicaid, and life insurance. People got a misunderstanding about life insurance. We want to put the you back in life insurance, so they can understand.
Life insurance is about love.
Okay.
You're going to leave that money to people that you love and care about.
Very good.
No love, no life insurance.
Oh, wow. That's simple enough. I love it. I love it. And let me tell you something. If you want to call Angela and get more information about putting love and leaving some love for your loved ones in life insurance, call 813-476-4837, 813-476-4837. Because we don't want to use GoFundMe, fish dinners to bury our loved ones. It's
selling T-shirts.
Selling T-shirts, begging your family members and standing on the corner trying to bury Pookie. We don't want to do that.
And you know what? I can do a policy as small as $2,500.
I never heard that. You're really unique. So that is, I heard 20,000. You can do a policy for 2,500?
5,000.
All right, y'all better call this number again. What that number is again?
Something is better than nothing.
You better believe it.
Passes away.
What that number is again? 813-476-4837. I thought I cut this off. I'm so sorry. Let me cut it off.
Now, when it comes to Medicare and Medicaid, what you have to remember is that Medicare is for the poor. Medicaid is for the poor, and Medicare is for the elderly and the disabled.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes a person can be both poor and disabled and elderly.
Okay.
Okay. So and also with Medicare, you have to age into it because you pay for it. You are entitled to Medicare at age 65.
It's taken out of your check. You'll see it on your check.
FICA taxes pay for it.
Right, because if you're a W-2
hey,
caller,
somebody called in. Who's that?
Caller, come in. This is Jarvis.
Good morning, my favorite two people in the whole Tampa Bay area. This is Candy Lowe with the Black Business Bus Tour, and you all know I am absolutely excited.
It's Candy Lowe. Give her a round of applause, please. Candy.
Our visionary leader, Candy Lowe. Thank you for calling in. Go ahead and tell us, Candy, what you got going on. It's going to be a big economic empowerment weekend. Give us a rundown on what we can expect.
Well, Jarvis, you know, it is the Reunion Black Business Bus Tour. It is the biggest economic empowerment day throughout our city.
Why are we calling it
There is
reunion?
a number of way back in the day, September was the reunion. You know, Angela Birdsong, African American people, so just all is our reunion. So we said many years ago that September would be the Reunion Black Business Bus Tour, when we would bring back all of the old timers would come back for the bus tour. Motown Marie, Live, Cheryl Rousseau even called this morning and said, you know, I was at the first Black Business Bus Tour. Chloe Coney called. She's going to be there. So it is the Reunion Bus Tour. Kato was with us when we first started the Black Business Bus Tour. He actually will be one of the captains on the bus. He's been a captain many, many times. So it is our community. It's our community reunion where we all will be going out celebrating and just, you know, circulating our dollars with our small Black businesses in our community.
Candy, tell us about after we take the bus to a select number of businesses, what happened when the bus returned to the staging area, and tell us what the staging area is and what time should be there, and let our listening audience know if there are any vending opportunities available.
Yes. You know, we always excited, Jarvis. We get them all, the riders on the bus on that last leg in. We have the bus tour rivalry where we decide on what the music is going to be, what the chant's going to be when we get back. We get off the bus in all wear form, and we're greeted by at least 50 vendors and food trucks and entertainment and fun. Our elected officials are there, candidates are there, and it's just a huge party of a gathering of our community, and still spending more money, Jarvis.
Yes.
With the vendors that are there, it is grand. We do have, because the location that we're at, which is Rebirth Event Park, and that's 1924 East Comanche Avenue, right behind Walmart, right behind McDonald's, right behind Irwin Boutique. That's where we will be on this Saturday. The vending opportunity is still open because the space is so grand, it's so large. If you would like to be a part of that, we still have some openings. But Jarvis,
give out a number for vendors.
Okay, the number is 813-394-6363. Again, that number is 813-394-6363. If you want to ride the bus, we have a couple more seats that are available. We only had 2 buses. I was pressured earlier about going to 3 buses, but I don't want to have a bus that's half full.
That's right.
So we have 2 buses with at least 50 people on each bus going out with the excitement, with your cash stash in your pocket and ready to spend with Black-owned businesses.
So if they can find Walmart on Hillsborough Avenue, they can find you.
Yes, and
right behind Walmart.
And it's more than enough parking that's there for everyone. So parking is no issue. Parking is free. To get into the vending showcasing, it's free as well. And I have to say this, Jarvis, you was with us way back in 2006. The Black Business Bus Tour has still been running way before it wasn't fashionable to say support Black-owned businesses.
That's right.
And throughout
That's right.
the years, we have gotten the support of our mayor, our city councilman, our county commissioner, State Representative Diane Hart. Always make sure the refreshments for our seniors are taken care of. I got a message from her this morning that will be taken care of. Also, Chase Bank sponsored all of the coffee for our seniors. I think we got about 250 cups of coffee coming on Saturday morning. So we'll have coffee from
So
about
they get food.
7
Everybody gets
a.m.
food too.
For the seniors.
Oh, for the seniors. Those my people.
Those your people. And let me just say this, Candy. We're gonna move on real quick, but I want you to talk. You got some new sponsors. Talk real quick about the sponsors. I remember when we couldn't get no sponsors. We couldn't get nobody to even talk to us about it. So just in interest of just making sure that they know that we looking out for them because they look out for us, and so our listeners can support those that support us. Real quick, run that down.
Absolutely. One of our sponsors, I'm always happy. Angela Birdsong has been with us for a long time. She is one of our sponsors for the Black Business Bus Tour. Joshua Montanera, he is one of our sponsors for the Black Business Bus Tour. Rocky Brancato is one of our sponsors for the Black Business Bus Tour. Rodney Jones, Business Plan Plus, has been with us since 2017 and has never missed the Black Business Bus Tour 2 sponsor. He's also sponsoring all of the bags for the
The swag bags, okay.
Yes, and Michael Isaac is sponsoring the Black Business Bus Tour. He's been with us every single bus tour since 2018. He's also running for judge that I support. So that is a few of the and also Norman Harris.
Yes.
Norman Harris mentioned to me.
My homeboy from Georgia.
Black Business Bus Tour, yeah. He wanted to sponsor the Black Business Bus Tour. So we have Norman Harris, Balaje.
All right.
Also.
All right, Candy, we running out of time, but I want you to give out the number, tell us where we're going to be at real quick, and we'll see you. We love you. That's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Tell us real quick, our listening audience.
Thank you so much. If you would like to be a part of the Black Business Bus Tour, 813-394-6363. Again, 813-394-6363. Follow me on Facebook, Candy Low, CandyLowe. Thank you so much, Jarvis and Angela Birdsong.
All right, love you.
We love you. Thank you. All right, there you have it. Economic empowerment. We doing it in Tampa, Florida. They not doing it in Philly, not doing it in Atlanta, not doing it in New York, but we doing it here, Ken. We doing it. All right, we will be right back. I am excited to be here on the radio, Angela. Being here with DJ CEO. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Angela Birdsong, and I'm running to be your next Hillsborough County Commissioner in District 2. And I want to encourage you to vote by mail. You can do that by contacting your supervisor of elections in your county. Voter suppression is real, and we have to be prepared to vote and get your family members registered. Do it today. Call me if you have a question. 813-476-4837.
Call Ricky. Ask Ricky. You need medical or a lawyer? I got the man to do the legwork for you. We tried the other ones before, so believe we hunted down 813-248-6300. Everything gon' be okay. Call Ricky, he coming. He taking care of state of Florida. Grab a pen of sundown 184-361-RICK. That's 184-361-7425. Never word from the point forward, just recline. Just ask Ricky, plus your boy statewide. Just in case you missed it, I'ma tell you one more time. 184-361-RICK. Call Ricky, ask Ricky. It's a legal medical referral service. The doctors and lawyers in our network are trained in handling auto injury claims and giving you the best medical treatment and recovery. Dial 1-844-361-RICK. That's 1-844-361-7425. Ricky. Ask Ricky.
You are listening to Tampa Bay Politics with your host, Angela Birdsong and Jarvis Salamine. And I do want to say, God bless Ricky Williams. He departed too soon. Great man in the community.
Yes.
And he had a lovely service at Bible-Based Fellowship Church. He was one of my clients.
Yes.
So Bankers Life Colonial Penn did help with facilitating that service.
All right then. Well, Baker Life did that thing because they put him away like a king. So that was beautiful.
Yes,
Ricky Williams
yes.
was a very
wonderful person.
Wonderful person. He
Always
transitioned.
supportive of me in this show.
And always supportive of many people in the black community. When I was
Many.
in myself too, when I was doing whatever I was doing, I can call Ricky. He was very supportive. I remember when he came to town, he was a big lawyer. You know, he was coming from Daytona, where he had been a public defender, first black public defender in Volusia County. But he have a legacy, and we transitioned. So what we have to understand, Angela, is just live our life to the fullest.
Yes.
Because he have led the way for Jarvis and Angela, because we got to go that way too. And so we want to live our life to the fullest. Thank you. So, Angela, let's talk about real quick, and then you transition into what else we want to talk about, is about how important this election is. How important is November 8th? Let's talk. They say this every year. We say this every year. But let's just really talk about what's on the ballot. What's so important for this election?
Number one, both parties are not the same.
Okay.
Okay. One party has gone off the reservation.
Mm-hmm.
One party is anti-transportation, anti-affordable housing, and voter suppression is real. All right. They want you to make sure that you ask for your ballot for every race now, every cycle. If you want to vote by mail, make sure you have to go to the
request it.
You have to request it from the supervisor of elections.
You have to go to votehillsborough.org.
Or call up your supervisor.
I'll call your supervisor.
Whatever
election.
county you're
Yeah,
in.
Right.
Okay.
So that's number one.
That's number one. I hear this thing about, the party don't really care about me. I'm black. They don't care about my vote. They only
Take us
show
for
up.
granted.
They only show up when we need your vote in election time. And you know what I have to say to that? This is an emergency situation. We have to get rid of Ron DeSantis.
Right.
We have to get Val Demings
Elected, yes.
by any means
Means
necessary. We need more Democratic senators so we can get what we want. Voting rights back.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get Aramis Ayala elected.
Yeah. Attorney General, Chief Law Enforcement Official, top law enforcement for the state. Yeah.
Qualified. Black sister.
And the first state attorney, black state attorney in the state of Florida when she was a state attorney in Orlando. Did a great job.
Wonderful. So we got some super candidates on the ballot, and guess what? The Democratic Party has just put out their slate card.
Oh, great.
I'm so excited.
So we're going to have some great recommendations for those and do a little voter education. So these next few minutes, Angela, let's kind of start and see what kind of recommendations the Democratic Party, suggesting that our listeners vote for. It's very important, because especially when you start talking about the Supreme Court
Florida
situation.
Supreme Court is up for election.
Up for election. A lot of people don't know who to say yes or no to.
Bad judges on there we got to get rid of.
Okay.
Bad guys.
Okay.
Bad. So
all right.
we're going to start at the bottom of the slate card, because you know what? We believe that local politics is the most important.
All politics are local. We always say that. So let's go ahead and see. Let's start at another municipality right next to us in Tampa. Let's start with Temple Terrace.
Temple Terrace.
They got city councils up for race.
There's actually 3 cities in Hillsborough County: Temple Terrace, Plant City, and the city of Tampa. Okay, so Temple Terrace has their own city council.
They do.
So we recommend if your home is in the city of Temple Terrace, you should vote for James Chambers, Robert Bob Friedman.
And I had a chance to meet him at one of your fundraisers in Temple Terrace. Real nice guy.
Very nice guy. And there's an ordinance on the ballot.
With the ordinance, for our listeners, is local laws. They call them ordinance. And so for that municipality, there's an ordinance that they're going to be voting up or down. So we suggesting that you say yes on it.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go now to Angela's 2nd District Court of Appeals. Let me say this before I go. Let you start talking about these District Court of Appeals judges. We don't know a lot about the judges. So if you see these names on the judges that we're going to give you, Google them and find out more about them. But we have did our research and our due diligence.
Party knows who to vote for.
They know who to vote for, because they done their due diligence and they have did all the research. And so we recommend it and saving you the time of having to do the research on it.
And I think we're beginning to understand how important judges are.
Well, we should, based on Roe versus Wade, and see how we let 45 stack the deck, and then we got Roe versus Wade gotten rid of. And that's
And
a
guess
that's a
what?
direct result of us not paying attention to judges.
Absolutely. And you know what? I don't care if you're pro-life. I don't care if you're pro-choice. When they start taking away rights, we all got to be concerned.
Right, because they started with Roe versus Wade, but then there's going to be civil rights, then going to be religious rights, then there's going to be personal property rights, it's going to be
Voting rights.
voting rights. It's going down the line.
Affirmative action is they after affirmative action.
Well, it's in line. All they start, you see how they did with voting, then Roe versus Wade, now what's coming next? Affirmative action. So
They want
we
the gay people back in the closet.
exactly, and we want to now be very, very intentional about the second district of a court of appeals. So Angela, go ahead and excuse me, and tell me what we got. Start with the
Okay.
first one.
I know a lady who's very passionate about this.
I know one too.
Her name is Commissioner Pat Kim.
She is.
And she wants you to know that this is our opportunity to vote out some really bad
judges. Yes.
So the number one is Suzanne LaBritte. That's a no. Matt.
That's a big no.
That's a big no. Matt Lucas is a big
No.
John Stargell. That's a no.
Big no.
Craig Valente. That is a no.
No.
And the rest are yeses.
All right. Robert Mars, yes. Patricia Joan Kelly, yes. And Nellie Kasum, yes. Stephen Travis Northcutt, yes.
Yes.
So remember that you can go to our Democratic local office, which is at 13220 North 56th Street, and we are there in Temple Terrace. We're there from Tuesday to Sunday from 10 a to 2 p. You can get a copy of this slate. So you can walk in.
And they have printed hundreds of thousands of these slate cards.
50, 60,000, stacking them up. So we want you to come
all
get them.
stacked up there.
Stacked up.
Get as many as you want.
Get minutes you want. You can walk in you can walk in the supervisor election with your slate, right? When you get ready to vote.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's
Yes, sir.
important.
Yeah.
So we know they
We
tear.
got to stand 100 feet from the voting.
150.
150
They
feet.
increased it.
From the polling spot to
Right.
give you the slate card.
Right. So we have to
But
be
you can take it
in
with
150 feet radius.
Yes.
So you have to make sure that when we passing it out, and those people who work the polls know that, but a lot of them don't know it's 150 feet. It used to be 100.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right.
that's part of the voter suppression.
It is.
Can't get nobody no water,
May I ask a question?
Yes, you may, sir.
So, what about, since we've got 150 foot radius, are there going to be any of the what do you call them? The I'm going to just say the Trump people there trying to challenge that 150 feet. Let's say you're 149 feet. Is there going to be somebody out there that's going to be
There could be.
harassing you?
Yeah, I would tell you yes. I
could
have worked
be.
the polls many years. Yeah, they would be there. They'll be from the opposition party. They'll be from 45 Trump people. They all gonna be out there to antagonize.
And now add to that the voter police.
Yeah, the voter police.
Now, what's that?
That's a police force that DeSantis put together that arrested 19 people that voted. They said they shouldn't have voted.
Okay, but they're not going to be at the polls, are they?
We don't know what the voter police are going to be up to.
We don't know that, but we know
This is a brand new thing.
This is a brand new thing, and then we know they coming. So there'll be people challenging the 150 feet, saying you're too close. That happened all the time. Even when we had it was 100 feet. They come.
Okay.
That always been. That's just a part of the voting culture.
But I as an organization, you guys can handle somebody approaching you because you are an organization. But as an individual, what do you have any recommendations to an individual that could be challenged by somebody like that?
You can always report it to the Democratic Party. And the Democratic Party will have what we call poll watchers.
Poll watchers will be there.
Okay.
And
And
those
not
people
only
will
that-
be there for problems.
And not hold on a minute, DJ. Not only that, supervisor election have people out there refereeing that too.
They do.
They do.
Okay.
You have people from Craig Lattimore's office, supervisor election office, that's hired just to do that. Jimmy Wright, Jimmy be at C. Blythe Andrews. So you got people on the supervisor election staff.
Okay.
They know how to referee. Miss Roseanne,
Okay.
she was out there. So if you ever been out here working the polls like I have in my history, yeah, they're gonna have in plenty of time, and not just voter protection people. The Democratic Party sent them, but they send them from D.C. They come from everywhere because they want to start now.
Yeah.
Protect, cause they know the presidential election coming up. So we'll have some voter protection people there. We have supervisor election people enforcing that. referee and make sure they don't get out of hand.
Okay.
And then we also always have in the hood local police to be there because they know the drama. You know.
Okay.
We got certain people in this community that cause a lot of drama.
I've really never seen any drama at the polling place.
Oh, it's been plenty of drama.
What about C. Blythe Andrews?
There's drama there?
Plenty of drama.
There can be drama there.
No.
We're not talking about Odessa.
No, we're talking about plenty of drama.
At the library?
Yes, plenty of drama. See, Blythe Andrews, Cyrus Green, it's have been plenty of drama. For the last 5 years, it's been drama, almost every election. That's why supervisor election hired more people to referee.
Wow.
Yes, it's been plenty of drama. You know, people rooting for their candidate and they get out of hand and name calling and shoving and it's got
Really?
Yeah. You know, you got Facebook Live now, so people go live.
So is it a black and white kind of a drama, or is it a Republican Democrat kind of a drama?
My candidate versus your candidate kind of drama.
Wow.
Not partisan, not black and white. My candidate better than your
We know that
candidate.
there's some Republican operatives that tend to get in that.
Yes.
Okay.
And some black people that been kind of inspired by the Republican Party.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, to get into the fray.
Yes. They pay for that.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so that's been going on. So let's go up now. We're coming to Florida Supreme Court. Now let's talk about Florida Supreme Court. This is really, really important.
This is
very, very important.
Who is on the Florida Supreme Court. Because when you have cases like a lot of things that are coming up with DeSantis, like what's coming up with our state attorney,
Andrew
Warren, and these people have to go before the court. We got to make sure that there's good people there.
And if it don't happen at the circuit court level, it's going to go to the Florida Supreme Court. And if you got all the same kind of opposition party people there, Republicans there, right-wing, radical, that kind of foolishness, that's what you got. So what we got, Angela, that we want to retain. So it's a yes and no. When you do this, let me make this clear to the listeners. This is not voting. You just retain them. So it's a lifetime appointment. So what you have to do is say yes or no to them.
That's right.
All right, so let's do it. Go ahead, take it from the top.
Okay, so we are saying that you should vote no to all of them except for Jorge Labarga.
I'm going to tell you something. Democratic Party got it right. Kennedy been there for 3,700 years.
Who's that?
Charles Kennedy.
Oh, Charles.
He come out of Lakeland, come out of Polk County. He been there at least long as I've been in Florida, which is 35 years. He been there too long. And so John Carrero, no. Jamie Grossens, no. Ricky Paulson, special no. Another one of Imperial Polk County guys.
Wow.
Ricky Paulson, he gotta go. All these people come from that old school Republican insurrection boys.
Wow.
Yeah, that January 6th insurrection boys. That's who these boys is.
Wow.
You got to know what you're dealing with. So the only one we're going to keep is, how you say that, Angela?
We say that last name, Labarga.
All right. Is it George?
Or yes. In Spanish, it would be Jorge. But
Jorge, okay. I couldn't get that anyway. So we say Jorge Labarga. Say yes to him.
He was actually appointed by Charlie Crist.
Okay, then.
He was the first Cuban born
All right, then.
to be on the.
All right, Charlie Crist.
And, he's a decent human being.
All right, then. Decent human being. Jarvis Elamine in the studio with my host, is Angela Birdsong, DJ CEO. We at Tampa Bay Politics, having fun today, just kind of talking about educating, voter education, upcoming election, November the 8th. We are very excited. We will be right back and keep talking about voter recommendation, who to vote for. We'll be right back.
Who to vote for, that's what we're here for.
Hey, this is Agent Wright, better known as Mr. Clean. You looking for some great barbecue? Come see them two brothers on the grill, located at 423 Virginia Street, Charleston, West Virginia. We got ribs, chicken, pulled pork, brisket, collard greens, mac and cheese, baby. Come get some and get you a nice, smooth cigar. 304-550-4431. That is 304-550-4431. Come get some, baby. The Rib Man, mama, the Rib Man.
Hi, this is Angela Birdsong, and I'm running to be your next Hillsborough County Commissioner in District 2. And I want to encourage you to vote by mail. You can do that by contacting your supervisor of elections in your county. Voter suppression is real, and we have to be prepared to vote and get your family members registered. Do it today. Call me if you have a question. 813-476-4837.
That was nice. We're back, Angela. We're back.
We're back.
Oh, I'm so excited.
What? Should we take a second and talk about DeSantis shipping people, sending a plane from Florida down to Texas?
Yes.
And then dropping the people off in Boston?
Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard?
Sending immigrants in front of the Vice President Kamala Harris' house.
And of all the people, he choose Venezuela.
The people struggling already.
They've been through hell.
Yeah. You know, we used to say in the old Nation Islam, that is the hate that hate produce.
Yes.
That's
yes.
pure hate. I mean, come on, what else can you call it?
You
and
said
all these
people
are political
in
stunts. Did you see
People in
Ventress
pawns.
Driscoll?
Yes.
Did you see on the news last night?
I saw her statement on Facebook.
Oh, she drilled down on him on Channel 10 or 8. She drilled down on him. Oh, she said that, hey, this is nothing but a political stunt. And he got $12 million. He said he's going to spend all of them with these kind of political stunts.
Mm-hmm.
$12 million to do voter oppression, do this stunts with immigration. Taxpayers' money.
Taxpayer money.
Taxpayers' money, $12 million.
Your money and my money.
Your money and mine. That's why DeSantis got to go. I'm calling on everybody of goodwill, repudiate Ron DeSantis. Condemn Ron DeSantis. This man is a bad man. You know what? My wife don't even get into politics. She looking at TV last night. She said, this SOB need to go. She don't curse. She don't get involved. But this affects everybody.
I know.
And it hurts my heart when I realize that our dear brother Andrew Gillum lost by less than, 1% of the vote?
That's right.
And that's why every vote counts. That's why you got to get out and call your
friend.
friend.
You know what? DeSantis thinks that he got this election in the bag.
Oh, yeah.
All of this is for 2024.
Yeah, this is a dry run for him.
He's running for president right now, and we have the opportunity to stop him in his tracks.
And we will stop him in his tracks.
Charlie Crist can do this.
That's right. Yes, we can, and yes, we will. We will do this. So now, all politics being local, county commission having a $4.5 billion budget. We have, how many Democrats do we have now in the county commissioner?
We got 5.
We got 5 Democrats. And so what we want to do is add one more, and next year we'll add another one where we have the total majority. And so if we add Angela, and we will add Angela, that would be 6 and 1 Republican.
And what we have to remember is that some of the county commissioners will be terming out because there is an 8-year
term limit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we want to make sure that the board stays Democratic.
Yes.
Let me tell you how that has been so helpful, because in 2018 the board flipped from Republican to Democrat. Then we had a census, and then they were able to redraw the lines.
Yes.
So all those seats that were gerrymandered for Republicans are no longer gerrymandered.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the case anymore. That is how you got Apollo Beach in the same district with Town and Country.
That's gerrymandering.
Okay, we know that's not right.
No.
They had Valrico in the same district as Carrollwood, Florida.
That's like a whole miles apart.
So these seats were made so that Republicans could keep winning.
And let's be clear about this, Angela. They draw the lines for them to win.
Yes.
And now that we got the gun in our hand, we got to draw the lines for us to win. And now the line's been drawn 10 years later.
And they are fair.
And they are fair. And they can take the legal fairness of them.
And we made sure that the minority seat stayed minority.
Right.
Okay. And this is our opportunity to have a second African-American person
on the county commission. Black Girl Magic. We have 2 black women on county commission. And Gwen Miles been doing a good job. And Angela going to come on there, and we're going to get this thing rolling because we got affordable housing on the ballot. You know?
Yes, we do.
We have union jobs on the ballot.
Yes.
We have doing business with the county, minorities doing business with the county on the ballot. Also, we have transportation on the ballot. We need a world-class transportation system.
And there is a referendum will be on your ballot November the 8th. Please vote yes.
Yes to that.
You got some Republicans who'll be coming around telling you no to tracks. I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
No tax for tracks.
No
they down.
tax for
And you got
tracks.
some of our people,
It's
some African Americans
insanity.
talking about it too. So we got to educate them. We had Allison Hewitt on here educate people about it. You got a lot of information about all for transportation on social media. So we got to educate and inspire people to go to the polls and vote correctly. So county commission, all politics being local. Let's go down the list, Angela. Let's start from District 1. Who are we recommending for that?
We are recommending that we retain Mr. Harry Cohen.
Re-elect Harry Cohen. He's been doing a good job. Very supportive of the Black Business Bus Tour. He's been out here a long time. Was on city council. He worked for the clerk's office.
Yes.
He's an attorney. He's a real nice
Very
gentleman.
qualified.
He know how to build consensus.
Builder.
He's a
Yes.
consensus builder. That's important when you're on these legislative body.
It is.
How you build coalition, how you build consensus is what's going to make you successful. Because you yourself going to need 3 more people to go along with your ideas and make things happen. See, a lot of people don't understand that in our community. So you got to be a coalition.
Yes.
And so a lot of times you can't
And
be a
you
coalition.
can't always depend on every vote, no matter what party.
That's right.
Okay.
That's
You know,
right.
Yeah. So you need all the votes you
You
can get.
That's right. You brought it on. And for District 2, we have none other. We're going to get rid of a 20-year career politician.
His name is Ken
Ken
Hagan.
Hagan. We're going to get rid of him. Because, number one, he been playing musical chairs. He been in the pocket of developers. He put a white supremacy on the diversity council. He want to maintain yes, he did. He want to maintain the Confederate monuments in front of the courthouse. When you go to have your case heard, you're going to be reminded about oppression and slavery suffering and death. This is what he did. He responsible for that flag every time you ride on I-4. That's the
his
man
friend.
that put it out
That's
there.
his friend.
That's his friend.
So if I may ask, how do we reach the Democrats, black or white, that are still supporting this man to change their minds?
Well, one of the things we're doing now, that's a great question, TJ. We have canvassers out there right now as we speak, knocking on doors. We've been targeting certain people, Democrats.
But you know
and
what?
just-
I do
just
want to
be-
tell you this. People have personal relationships.
I know, but just because the devil does something good for you
That's how I feel.
doesn't
The
mean
master can
that
be
you
good
got to
every
keep,
once in a
you
while.
know, kissing the devil's butt.
It's true, but let me just tell you this, DJ. And I'm going to be honest with you.
I need honesty.
Now you're going to get that from Brother Jarvis. Politics. Politics is a strange kind of animal.
And sometimes it has strange bedfellows.
It has strange bedfellows. And so what happened is people do you a favor so they can call back a favor. He did this long time ago because he knows he's going to be running. So he gets certain people he did favors for. But you know why I fought for this? The time he did favors on this Chinese drywall situation, we had a black county commissioner, that the same black person that went up there for help for this issue, he could have took the lead. So that's why we got to have good black elected officials. A lot of black elected officials sit on the boards and don't take the lead, and then let a Republican or Caucasian or a person that's not good for our community to take the lead. They building that thing to call back a favor. Okay? And so sometime in politics, and people don't like to say this is not politically correct to say this, sometimes you just got to play the black card. You got to vote for a person sometimes just because they're black or their opponent is that bad.
And let me tell you something about Ken Hagan. He raised $500,000 against me last time.
Sure
I
did.
had 30,000, and I was only 4 points away.
It's a David versus Goliath.
Goliath.
Thanks to the redistricting, this train is rolling. You heard that song by King George? Keep on rolling. We rolling.
Yes,
This
rolling.
change is rolling. We got 5 smooth stones, and we're going to slay Goliath. You know why? The time is right. If not Angela, who? If not now, when? People united can never be defeated. We're united on getting rid of him. Why? Because he's standing in the way. He's blocking progress. Development is out of control. No smart growth. You understand? We can't have somebody that believe in having racism and putting racists on the diversity council. Got Confederate monuments there, and there had never been a development deal that he turned down.
A bad one.
Never been a
He
bad
gets
one.
paid. The father gets paid.
Yes.
The friends get paid.
Exactly. And this is what's been going on. So that's why he's in a dogfight, because you don't want to
And let
lose
me
this.
just say one thing.
Yeah.
When someone raises $500,000 for a municipal race, a local race, it's a form of intimidation.
It is.
It's saying, hey, ordinary people need not apply.
So what is
Give it to it. Give me a clap on that. Give me a clap on
What
that.
is Angela Birdsong bringing to the table? What are you going to do that's going to
Let me say it
outshine,
first.
Ken Hagan? Because I don't want to hear his name anymore. I want to hear all the good things that you're
Oh,
going
that's
to do.
fantastic.
I agree.
Let's do it. All right. So Angela, DJ said, what you gonna bring to the table? Start off with your number one, your first 90 days. What you gonna start working on?
Okay. I'm happy to say that I am going to have an ad in the Florida Sentinel, and it's going to have one side Angela Birdsong, and it's going to have one side Hagan. As a matter of fact, I think that it's also going to be In Touch News.
Second.
Okay? So you need to look at that. I'll call them talking points. The first thing is going to say, I am running against the Anti-Transportation Commissioner.
All right. So meaning that you're gonna support a world-class transportation
I
system.
am for transportation.
Okay.
You know why I'm for heart? Because black people ride the bus and black people drive the buses. All right? So we want those funds to go to state-of-the-art buses, energy-efficient buses. We want the ferry. We want good roads. We want safe sidewalks.
Bus stops.
And bus stops, because it's very dangerous to be a pedestrian in Hillsborough County. So there's some very simple things we can do with roads, lights, to stop people from being hit.
And let's do this now. There will be an citizen oversight committee watching that money from the sales tax.
Okay.
We
That
know
is
that, right?
fine.
We
That
need to
is
let the
fine.
people know that there will be some accountability for this money that's all for transportation getting. There will be a citizen oversight. So that's important for people to know. Because this is the cry. Nobody want to be taxed because they're saying the money, they have not been good stewards of the money. So now we have a citizen oversight committee making sure the money go for
I'm
what
all
Angela
for it.
said.
I'm all for
You
it.
all right? And Angela Birdsong supports that.
I am also running against the Anti-Affordable Housing Commissioner.
All right. So tell me what you're going to do.
Okay, so thank goodness for an organization called Hope. Along with the money that the county already has, they were able to raise an additional $10 million
In a housing trust fund.
in a housing trust fund. So it's not enough, but I am going to be one of those people who are going to be pulling for more and more funds. And we may have to take buildings that already exist and turn them into affordable housing. We might have to work with Catholic Charities. What they're doing is they're putting people in a tent. First, put a roof over their head, even if it's a temporary. And then they put the wraparound services around them.
And
Figure out what that family needs.
And how you feel about container homes and those kind of things? Tiny
Anything
homes?
to get people off the street.
Very good.
Because now we not only have homeless people, we got families now.
Right. Living
I
in their
mean,
cars.
Living in their cars.
So we're talking about tiny
This
homes,
is an
container homes. We're talking about
emergency
tents. Yeah.
situation.
It's an emergency
It's a crisis.
situation. It's a crisis.
It's a crisis.
It's a housing crisis. And how the county feel about rent control or rent stabilization?
The county has rental assistance.
Okay.
They can help people.
Okay.
They can help they can negotiate with the landlord to keep you in the property that you're in.
And I know that to be true because I know some people that are close to me that got their rent paid for up to 6 months through the county. And so a lot of this money came in through the Biden administration.
We want to
the
get
CARES
as
Act.
much of those funds out to the people as we can.
All right, so how do you keep people from getting involved in crime? Let's talk about what you're going to bring to the table in terms of high-paying jobs. Let's get right to it.
Are we having a break?
Yeah,
We're
what
about
we
to
going to
have
do?
a break.
All right, so what we going to do, we're going to go to a break, but when we come back, don't you go nowhere. If you'd like to call in, call our number. Call-in number is 813-444-9588. We're going to talk about high-paying jobs. You don't want to go nowhere. Call Pookie. Call Jimmy. Tell people to get on the radio and learn about high-paying jobs. Jarvis Elamine, Angela Birdsong. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Angela Birdsong, and I'm running to be your next Hillsborough County Commissioner in District 2. And I want to encourage you to vote by mail. You can do that by contacting your supervisor of elections in your county. Voter suppression is real, and we have to be prepared to vote and get your family members registered. Do it today. Call me if you have a question. 813-476-4837. 813.
By now, we're all aware of the dangers of COVID-19.
Like others with existing health issues, cancer patients are at a high risk due to their compromised condition. If you are newly diagnosed with cancer, your care likely can't wait. Moffitt Cancer Center is the best place for your cancer concerns and to provide guidance to help you plan your next steps. We're here for you. Call 1-888-456-2839 or go to moffitt.org/here for you.
This brutal weather that we experience every year in Florida leaves hundreds of residents needing repairs to their property. If your home has been damaged or needs remodeling, leave it to the professionals. Call Reeves Building, Plumbing, and Roofing at 813-238-6197. That's 813-238-6197. Reeves Building, Plumbing, and Roofing have been serving the community for 43 years. Reeves Building, Plumbing, and Roofing is a proud sponsor of Jazz at Miss Connie's house.
Hey, you're back.
All right, Angela Birdsong, Jarvis Elamine, Chopper Bay Politics. We're back. Angela, as we were going through the break, so high-paying jobs. What's your position as the county commissioner? What can we expect from you in terms of high-paying jobs?
Okay, now one of my passions are, because I'm born and raised in New York City, I'm a union girl. And I believe that one of the ways we can really help a lot of families is by getting at least one good high-paying job in the house.
Ain't that the truth?
Okay? Now, I tell the young people, look, either you stay in school, you join the military, or you go to the union and get a trade.
That's right.
Okay, and the unions are begging for people. We got a lot of people who are retiring. So all these trades need people. And guess what? If you go to the union, you get a paid apprenticeship.
All right.
You get paid from day one.
All right.
You get a job for life, and you get a pension.
All right, so tell us about the Black Male Forum that's going to have opportunities there this coming Saturday.
The Black Male Forum, we have confirmed the crane operators. You have to be 20 years old, and you have to get your CDL license. We got the iron workers. We got the SEIU. We got the Teamsters are going to be coming down there. So you can actually talk to a union recruiter if you come down.
So, and that's going to be Saturday. It's at the NFL Yet Center, 34th and Lake. It's going to be at 10 o'clock in the morning. Diane Hart is going to be the guest speaker, right?
Diane Hart's going to be the guest speaker. SEIU has a lot of employees, service jobs, or the schools, the universities.
Right.
They represent those people.
Well, that is fantastic. Shout out to Izzy Board. She one of the SEIE representatives. She's doing a great job.
You know what they also need? Union organizers. Yeah, so if
union organizers make good money too.
Yeah,
I know a Muslim brother over in St. Pete. He won. They make good money, and you do a lot of good in the community.
Absolutely,
so it's a lot. It's very, very good. So now, last thing I want to talk about what you bring to the table, because DJ asked that question. Let's talk about your last thing that you're gonna focus on your first 90 days.
Okay, getting black entrepreneurs to do business with the county,
right,
and getting black people hired at the county.
There you go. County, good jobs with a pension. Doing business with the county. County is a $4.5 billion budget, and we want to make it easy for them to register as a minority vendor and get work and get contracts. So you're going to do what with that cause? You're going to champion that cause.
I'm going to champion that
We
cause.
want you to champion that cause.
You know what? I used to work for a guy named Earl Graves in New York.
Oh, wow.
Who owned Black Enterprise Magazine, and that was one of his passions.
Yes.
To get black people to become entrepreneurs.
And take calculated risk and make a hunk of money and provide for your family. I've been an entrepreneur all my life.
And the county does have an entrepreneurial enterprise in Ybor City, a collaborative center.
Yes.
Where if you are thinking about starting
and it's a great place.
Yes, it is. Yes,
yeah.
The EEOC, I think it's called.
Yeah,
but it's there for people.
And so a lot of the services there are free because it's taxpayers' money. So we did the chamber events there as well.
So we want to encourage people to work for themselves.
Right. On Palm Avenue and 22nd. Do good. That's right. Do for self. Up your imagination. You can accomplish what you will.
There's so much more I can do if you elect Angela Birdsong.
That's right. If you elect Angela Birdsong, and she's running for County Commissioner District 2, and November 8th, she's on the ballot. Also, we have District 5. We have Mariella Smith.
Now, just to let you know, there are 3 seats that are county-wide. I'm running in a district. Carrollwood, Northdale, Lutz, Temple Terrace, New Tampa, Odessa, Keystone, Citrus Park.
That's right.
A little bit of Mango, No, not the SASA. But however, Mariella Smith for District 5 and Kimberly Overham for 7, we want to retain them, and they are countywide.
Countywide. That means they represent everybody in the county. So that means that African Americans, Latino, everybody can call on them because they represent the whole county.
They do.
And so
They
that's
do.
great.
So if you are wondering who your county commissioner is or what district you're in, you go to your voter registration card, look under county commission. If it starts with a 2, you can vote for me. If it starts with another number like a 3, you're in Gwen Meyer's district.
right.
All right. So there's always a district person that you get to vote for, and then everybody gets to vote for 5, 6, and 7 because they're countywide.
Good vote education. So we got to be educated. Let's move on. Let's go to the State House. These are state legislators. These are the people who make the laws for the state, and a lot of these laws come into effect like July 1st. So we're going to run through them real quick because we pressed for time. Go ahead and read them real quick. District 62, who we have?
Michelle Reyna.
All right, 64.
Susan Valdez.
All right, District 65.
Jen McDonald.
66.
David Tillery.
And my girl and your girl, 67.
Let's retain
Finches
Finches Driscoll.
And 68.
Larissa Wright, African American as well.
All right then. And 68, 69.
69, Andrew Leonard.
And 70.
That is, he goes
Junior?
by Junior Salazar.
Salvador Jr. Okay, Junior Salvador.
Okay.
All right. All right, so let's go to the state senate. We have
The
District
State House.
14.
These seats are seats are very,
Very
important.
important.
Let's retain Janet Cruz.
Janet Cruz. And District 16.
Let's retain Daryl Rousseau.
All right, and District 23.
He's African American, and a new guy,
Mike Harvey.
Mike Harvey, he's African American.
And a Haitian sister from South Florida,
Let's
DJ.
talk about the Commissioner,
Commissioner
of
of Agriculture. That's a powerful position.
She's out of Miami,
Miami.
Florida. She is
Naomi?
She is very well educated.
Mhm.
She's well spoken.
She is. We met at the
we
Hobnob.
have met Naomi, and she is she's running hard.
Mhm.
She's got it okay.
All
And
right.
then we're gonna go to Chief Financial Officer,
And that is Adam Hattersley.
our former state rep.
That's right. And then we got the governor, Charlie Crist.
No, we can't skip Attorney General.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm trying to get through it. Attorney General King, we met her too. She is a ball of fire. Aramis Ayala. She nothing but the truth. She'll right up there with Val Demons. All right, then she's powerful. So we definitely want
Powerful
her.
sister.
And that's a top law enforcement official.
We need to get her in there.
Got to get her in there. Consumer law and all of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And governor.
All right. Now, Governor, we need to retire DeSantis.
And condemn him.
Let's remember the last race was less than 1 percent.
Yep.
All right, we can do this, black folks.
We can do it, black
Once
folks. We
against
can do
black
it.
people are called upon to save the nation.
That's right.
Okay? We are 20% of the vote in the state of Florida. If we do what Stacey Abrams did in Georgia, we
And
can
mobilize.
do this. Mobilize our vote. And we can take out DeSantis, put Charlie Crist in there, and guess what? He got a Hispanic sister he's running with her.
Carla Hernandez is the lieutenant governor, and we got
She's with the school system, the union.
All right, then let's go
I
to
thought
the.
it was a good choice.
Let's go to the United States House, which is Congress, District 12, real quick.
We want Kimberly Walker. She's a sister.
All right, and of course, District 14
Let's retain Kathy Castor.
and District 15
Let's get Alan Cohen in there.
and District 16.
And let's get Jan Snyder in there.
All right, then, and that is in the Congress, but we got a Senate. We got who? Val.
Demings.
She nothing but the truth.
Oh my
Val
gosh,
Demings,
we need
she-
Val Demings in there so bad.
Thank you so much, DJ. She
We can
nothing but
take
the truth.
out Rubio.
And he need to be gone because he's some bad news. He missing the night. She said, if you don't go to work, you lose your job. So, she has
And
definitely.
he's a Trumper.
Yeah, and we want to get rid of him and trump him on out the door. So Val Demings, she's running for United States Senate.
And guess what? If we have more Democratic senators, then what we can get? We can get voting rights.
Get more better protected voting rights.
Rights.
Exactly. And we can
Yes.
get other things that can be good for our communities, like affordable housing. We making expand this forgiveness for student loan. Get it expanded. It's
Yes.
right 20,000 now, 10,000 now. We can get it all expanded. But we need to have more
We can get
Democrats.
things like affordable medications for everybody because they were able to do the insulin for the seniors for Medicare.
That's
but
good.
we got a lot of people out there who need insulin as well who are not seniors.
That's right.
So they had to back back it down. But we there's so many things we can do if we can get the senators.
All right, so Angela, we're gonna close it out. We want to tell people if you want to vote by mail, you can go to votehillsborough.org, and you can make sure that you request the ballot. We're gonna have on the slate cards that we're reading from. We have a scan. You can scan it. They're gonna tell you where your early voting location. Early voting start on October 24th. Vote by mail October the 6th. And the election is November the 8th. You got to get there. Your vote is your voice. We have to do this. Black people, we can do this. Latinos, we can do
Your
this.
supervisor of elections is willing to work with you.
That's right.
Call him. Find him on Facebook. Find him on the internet.
We're going to flip Florida Blue 2022. Jarvis Elamine, Angela Birdsong, Tampa Bay Politics.
Thank you
Produced
for
by
being with
DJ
us.
CO. We are very excited. This is another edition. This is in the books. We'll see you over there at the well on next Wednesday from 6 to 8. Also, make sure you call our Medicaid lady. If you got any Medicaid question, call Angela at
813-476-4837. See you at the Get Out the Vote job fair. That's going to be Saturday.
It's going to be
10
Saturday.
a.m. at
Right.
the Jet Center.
They're going to be at the Yes Center.
NFL Yet.
We'll see you next time. Thank you. Jarvis Elamine, Angela Birdsong.
Back,
This is Bus Tour.
Good evening, baby.